This video is going to be a little bit different because I'm starting with an unload, and I'm not really thrilled with how much I got out of the one HVAC dumpster, but knew I was running out of room. I was cold and wet and kind of miserable, so my goal is to empty this out, sort it out, show you what I got, and then go back and hit that one more time and see what else I can't pull out. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I'll show you what I got. Okay, so I have most of this stuff sorted out as much as I want. Start with the microwave. I just use that as a cavity for shred material. This is all trash, and I cut off some of the material from the canopies. Didn't get it all, but most of it is in there. And then this is a miscellaneous bucket of aluminum breakage. I think these might be brass. I have to take those apart. Found a power strip I might sell at the flea market, as well as this Dell computer wires are all nicely packaged in that container. Couple of pounds of brass, so that was nice. That's at least $6 there. And then I'll show you on the ends of all of these were these pieces, and when I take these off, these are actually die cast, I believe, so I can turn these in with cast aluminum. It takes nothing to take those off, so it's worth it just to go through that little bit of effort. The computers, the PCs, so the one has its power supply in it and a little bit of wire. Same thing with this, but the RAM and everything else has been removed. Actually, I take that back. So I see on this one that the RAM is still in there. I just collect those. Eventually I'll send them in the board sort or do something, I don't know yet. So I'm going to take those apart a different day. In here I've got, I don't know, just probably 4 or 5 pounds of wire at $1.50 at least a pound. This was inside the plastic bag that I took full of stuff that I just emptied, and this is just a tattered flag, so I'll burn that the next time I have a campfire. This tote is in pretty good condition. There's nothing wrong with it. I can sell that for a couple of bucks, as well as throw some stuff into it to transport to the flea market. I think the last one I had like this I'd let go for like $3 or $4. All of this stuff, I ended up turning these into shred containers. That worked out really well. So I just put sides inside. I use a wider sheet and fill the holes, and then that way I can put stuff in there. I'll be collecting more of that tonight, and I plan on grabbing as much as I can of this type of stuff. It's huge and bulky, but if I can use it as a cavity, then it actually works really well. So the oven is still here, as well as a refrigerator from a few videos ago, so I'm using that as a cavity as well. And then this was what was inside the trash bag, as well as these little things. I don't know, I might hang these up for decoration or something. I'll see what the girlfriend says, but not like we need more of that type of stuff. Or maybe I can put some bird food in it and do something for the birds, but I don't think I'm going to trash those yet. This was also in there, a coal bucket, so that I can easily sell at the flea market. It is steel, but you know, I'll get a couple of bucks for that easy. The mat, yeah, we are in North Carolina, so we're in panther territory. Unfortunately, they don't do very well, so I'll probably just use that in the scrap area. This stuff here I found, I think, off camera, but I always collect Weed Be Gone and cleaning stuff, because I always come across great spray bottles that actually work, and I'll just transfer that stuff, and that stuff is expensive these days, so I always grab that stuff when I can. When it comes to all this conduit, and I'm hoping I can find a bit more today, I usually just shred this. Now, each one of these is about, I'm guessing maybe 5 pounds, so that's 50 cents a piece. I think I'm going to take them to the flea market, see if I can't get a couple of bucks a piece for them, and if I don't, then I'll just shred them. I'd rather them be reused than scrapped, but scrap is okay too, because something like this gets totally reused for the most part. Same thing with this pipe. I did bring some of this to the flea market last time, and the pipe actually sold. I didn't get a whole lot for it, just over scrap value, but again, somebody's using it for something. This stuff here, some people might have wondered why I took this, and this is going to come in really handy. I use this on top of a cat house, and it's worked out great over the last year. It doesn't really deteriorate, works really well. You could even use that as weed block. I've actually got a use for it inside somewhere in one of our mud rooms, so I'm going to see what kind of conditions on the inside. I think it's only ripped here on the outside, and I'm going to use that, and then I'll use it for other things. I can even cover you know, my wood and stuff like that on the top. If I cover it with plywood and then put that on top, this stuff works great for shedding water, so that's why I took it. So these are the metal bits that are aluminum cast or die cast bits that I was talking about. So you just take these off and it's nothing to take those 2 screws. So this stuff I'll throw into shred, this too, because it's all bent. There's the 2 canopies. So between the 2 of them, that's got to be 60 pounds easy. So that's $6 right there. And then I did take that wood. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this stuff. I'm actually thinking of building a unit way in the back for nothing more than flea market stuff, because I'm going out of my mind with that stuff. And then a few more things that I pulled there. So I think that is everything. All I see is a cord in this one, but we'll get it. Don't take the TV because you can't do anything with them. I think that's gonna be it. Just double check. Yes. Trash, battery. All right, that's it in this one. So this dumpster I've been watching for a while, and there's always been a ton of people around it. So I'm gonna try to get in and out. I'm pretty sure there's security around here, but this is a landfill dumpster. And these are metal cabinets. Actually, yeah, that's all wood, that's trash. It's all trash. Yeah, this is a landfill. I might not even make it to the other place because these are nice and heavy. This one, pretty sure I can get that in. See what else I can pinch easy. You know what? I want this table. Can use that at the flea market. These things I'm not going to take. That's empty. That's part of an entire table. So is this. That's wood. This is all a mess. See cardboard down there and more wood. That is a lift table. This thing, if it's still working, these are not cheap. Now, it's been soaking in water, but if I can get it to work, heck, I might even use it at home. That sucker is heavy. It's in pretty good shape too. Oh, that's not easy. Nice. None of this stuff I want. No, it's ink cartridges and it's all black stuff. Well, at the very least, picking out some weight for him, that's for sure. I think that's going to be about it. The rest of this is partitions. That's all wood. It's all wood. I'm not going to hang around to take that. I'll grab these two things. This, because I want it. That's just short too. See if it closes that way. Yeah, I might, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about anywhere else. Shouldn't chance it, but I will. All right. Tie this down in another location. All right, that's it. But let's get in here and see what we could possibly pull out and what might be waiting down below. I was hoping for some wire, but I don't see any. So what I want to do is kind of get all this stuff out of the way. So this piece is going to be too big to take, but I do kind of want to see what's underneath it. It's not even that heavy. And, yeah, it's not going to come out. Maybe this flattened piece, possibly. You gotta be careful with stuff like that. Just, didn't mean to get it all over my hands, but I did. It's metal. Yeah, so maybe that flattened piece I can get. I think there's going to be much else down here. I know I don't want this. This is a maybe. That's metal. Yeah, I don't think anything else this way. Goes all the way back. All right, this I would have taken, but yeah, trying to get that. I'm not gonna bury it. Maybe I'll take it in the end, but for now it stays. I mean, it does flatten out really nice. You know what? It's definitely a maybe. That's got some weight to it. I mean, some of it's the insulation, but okay. Under here, I don't see a whole lot. It's not moving. That's not moving. Yeah, I went from cold and miserable yesterday. Just sweating my butt off today. All right. Now we can fill that void. Let's see what's underneath here. I'll take that. Didn't really expect to find too much electrical in here because I hit this dumpster when this place first closed up. And I wonder if they've got a new tenant coming in that they're ripping out all the ductwork. So we'll have to keep my eye on it for sure. Something I want more of that stuff. Yeah, I don't think I have anywhere to, I'm gonna put this here. I don't think I'm gonna take these, but if I have room down the side, I will. I said I wouldn't yesterday. I thought that was a flat panel, but it's a whole piece that goes down. That's all spaghetti. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna get a tote and come in here and collect all these little pieces. I didn't get all the way down here yesterday. Grab all this stuff off camera. Yeah, that goes all the way down. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to make all that fit. So I managed to fit everything that I wanted to, and even made a hole down here so that I could clip the small stuff. After this, I'm done. I'd take that, but I'm full unless I put it on top of the table, and that's not gonna happen. So for anybody that says I should have a trailer, so stuff like this, where I would actually need a trailer, especially for the number of times I'm dumpster diving now, because I've cut back quite a bit. I'm sure a lot of people have noticed for a valid reason, but still gonna do it. Still gonna keep at it when I get a chance. But yeah, even when I was in full swing, I'll take that. I needed a trailer like once every other month. Now this stuff here is aluminum. Just gotta take the screws out of it. So yeah, and I got nowhere to park it. I have started a new job. I never thought I'd go back to corporate, but I did because it's a really interesting position, something that I've thought about doing in the past and basically was just never able to do it. I was never in a position to do it, basically take a pay cut. And but I was making nothing before other than scrapping, so I guess that's a pay increase. But yeah, so I wish I could get those. Yeah, I'm just not scrapping as much. I got nowhere to keep a trailer, and on top of that, I've got a company car. So with that now out front, it is it's just, I've got nowhere to go with the trailer. I didn't before, and I definitely don't now. I think that is about it. If I can get this one out, I think this will fit nicely on top of it. So I thought I was done, but that's gonna go up. Now, I'm officially done. Thought I was done, but took another peek and came up with this stuff, but I don't see anything else easy to grab. Almost forgot that stuff, so now I'm done, I think. Hey, I want to go home. Keep finding stuff, which isn't a bad thing. Now I'm thinking stuff like that might actually sell. I mean, $1/4 a piece for letters. I'll tell you what, people love the quarter box. That is, those are broken. What's in here? Boy, look at that. Alright, that whole thing's coming. I parked back there because I really wasn't expecting to find anything. The rest of that stinks. Oh man. All this kind of stuff. Yeah. Can definitely find room for that. What's in here? What? That's just filters. Filters. I think that's gonna be filters. Yep. Nice wood, but I've got a ton of it. One day I'm gonna go out specifically for wood. And oh man, these things are, I don't know if they're new or I don't know where I'm gonna fit these. No, that was filters. It's another one. I'm gonna be in trouble. I might actually have to come back tonight. Those are filters. Those are filters. That's going to be another metal thing. This, I believe, is oak, and that's coming with me. Broken. There's an M. Yeah, these are all of these boxes are those metal things. Yeah, and I definitely can't fit them. It looks like I'll be coming out. They're really not that heavy. It's full of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. There's a smaller one. All right, let me see what I can do with these and how hard this is gonna be. All right, so I fit everything that I took out, but that's it. If I really wanted to, I could fit a couple more. There's about 6 or 7 of them in here. Just want to level this. And yeah, I don't know. They're so light, it might not even be worth the gas coming back here. But I'll make that decision tonight. So this is what the load ended up looking like. Got one of the filters, actually 2 of the filters in there. And then I've got all this stuff. Yes, I could have fit a couple of more of those on there, but I didn't feel like unstrapping everything. Might go out later tonight. I'll decide that when it happens. But for now, I need to get all this stuff off and I'll show you what I ended up with. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. There is all the HVAC stuff. So I got those 4 large pieces, and there's some weight there for sure. Some of it's insulation, but you can't really get that stuff off, and they don't care if I throw that in with my shred because I turn in plenty of plain steel things. Like this here is all steel. There's really no point in keeping something like this. I can't even use it around the house. I'd have to keep it outside. There's all sorts of entryways for bugs to get in from underneath and around, so it just becomes a bug infested mess. It's not in great condition. It's all, well, basically messed up, the paint job and everything. It's worth more to me in scrap value than trying to do something with it. So inside there, I found a couple of things, but found all these binder clips. So I do use those around the shop. Those will come in handy. And then this punch thing, I'll probably just sell that. Got the motor out of the last dumpster, and then I also found this in the last dumpster as well. So that's going to be aluminum cast and other bits of aluminum. The housing is plastic, but it's pretty heavy, so I know there's either more aluminum or steel inside. Here are all the vents that I might go back for. I think there's probably at least 5 to 10 more. This one here, I don't know, maybe like 8 pounds. This one here, maybe 12. So not a whole lot of value. And before somebody tells me, hey Joel, there is aluminum in these things. Yes, it is aluminum, but it is thinner than aluminum foil. And to pull every one of these out and deal with that is not worth it whatsoever. This weighs nothing, and that was one full one of these. So those are getting turned in as shred as they are. The table, not in the best shape. It's got a busted corner and just overall not in great shape, but it is sturdy. I'm going to use that at the flea market, because when you rent a table at the flea market, it's like $10 for a table, but then you're responsible for the rest of your tables to bring yourself unless you want to purchase more, and I don't. So some shred material along with a little bit of aluminum that I need to pull out of there. This table I found in the first dumpster. It's an old school, like 70s, 80s school table. Nothing I can do with it. It's not in the best of shape. That's getting scrapped as is. I've got no use for that whatsoever. Other shred I've been throwing inside these HVAC ducts that I found the other day. And then here are all the cabinets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is a long one, 7 cabinets. They're all busted up. They're all missing wheels, chipped, whatever. It's not even worth trying to donate that stuff. That's all getting thrown into shred. I'm going to, when I load these up, use the cavities to throw all my smaller shred stuff in. Over here is a bunch of the studs that I found, so those weren't too difficult to handle, but they can be a real pain. And then some more conduit that I will sell. This here though, so this actually does work. Now this has been waterlogged, you can tell it's not in the best of shape. I was looking underneath and I can mount this onto something else, but the best part is it does actually work, and it works really smooth. Now I know it's not meant to be outside, but I think I'm going to use this for scrapping. I could probably at most get 20 bucks for this because of how bad this top is. It's all curled on the edges and it would need to be remounted. So if I needed that for inside, I would definitely put it inside, but I don't. So that is going to be a scrapping table. So I think that's about everything in here. Is some aluminum, some wire, and some other little bits that I found. It was mostly just a shred day, and a good one at that. So if I go back out tonight, I will film it. One last thing, I did come across this. So this is a billboard sign. People use these to cover firewood and things of that nature. I did put a tear in it because I put the cabinets on top, but this particular one is trade in your car online, we'll pick it up, Carvana. But these things are ginormous. I was going to unroll it for you, but it just kept going and going and going. So I'm not going to. I'm just going to roll it back up. Probably take that to the flea market. I'll sell it for $2. Easy. I mean, I could probably get more, but I don't like bringing stuff like that home once I try to sell it. So that is everything. All right, so back in here. Lot of water down there. That is, I don't know if that's metal. I don't know. That's not. I don't think that's metal. Yikes. Yeah, right in the water. Just throw it there for now. Start setting this down here. Step in the water as much. Same thing with this one. That's another one. Each one of these weighs about, I don't know, 12 to 15 pounds. I want to know. What's inside that one? I'm gonna make my way back. So these, yeah, they're definitely not metal. Oh, that's like a, I don't know, maybe a drain, but make poo potties out of something like that. When you're camping, put the nice soft ring around the edge and have a nice seat to sit on. Those. Hopefully I don't step back in that again. I think that's all of them. Look. Underneath here. Alright, all wood. That is an empty box. Okay. All of that is trash. Yeah, that's another filter. Yeah, I was gonna go after that, but not anymore. All right. I think I'm standing on another one actually. Yep. That's empty. Smells down there. Probably where I stepped in, either that or it's trash here. Don't need the wood. That is all filters. That is filters. That I can't move. Alright. I think I got it all. Alright, so in this dumpster, I see this one door, but I have a feeling it's going to be a huge pain to get out. That pallet is right on top of it. But we'll see. How big that pallet is. It's a small one. I don't know why it was giving me so much trouble. Try that again. And then it's under. Those pallets. Yeah, I can see it caught right there. Oh. There we go. All right. Bend up nicely. I don't see anything underneath all this stuff except for that box right there. Thought I saw underneath there. Yeah, just a couple of bolts, and then yeah, I saw that. That's about it. Everything else down there. Trash. Yep. Nothing in that. Ooh. That might be. Oh wow. That's like a bread maker or something. Stainless around that. Wasn't expecting to find that. Okay. And the rest of this is trash. Alright, so back at this one. Some of this stuff still doesn't want to move, but this so I'm going to take that that's probably not the smartest thing to do. Should have parked a little bit closer. from outside there. Alright, so all that is a spaghetti mess. Not taking that. I don't see any double-walled stuff anymore. That's just too long to take. Unless... yeah, sometimes that'll pop off depending on how old it is, but I just don't see that happening. The problem that I've got is if it's too bulky, then I end up running an hour round trip for a bunch of air, like all those filters. That takes up the bed of my truck. And even though I can fill this stuff with stuff, this stuff with stuff, it's still kind of a pain. Let's see. That doesn't want to come. Just want to get this out of the way. Doesn't want to cooperate. I was gonna see if I could pull some of this flat stuff. Like that. I'm not taking it. No, I can bend that one up. Yeah, I still can't get that spaghetti stuff down there. Anything I want underneath there. Yeah, that's really jammed. I think I've hit this about as hard as I'm going to. Okay, so this one here got a few new things. That is full of water. But let's see if there's anything inside. Nope. I don't think something like that. I don't know. Well, that'll be a maybe. That and that, we can take the cords off. There's a shopping cart right here. Let's go shopping. That's empty. That is actually a nice watering can. Is that metal? No, I think that's wood. Yeah. Grass. And the rest of this is just food stuff. And the same crap underneath there. Alright, that is an... Alright. Guess I'll be getting my drill out and we'll go ahead and pop that. Was curious about something that I saw last time. No, that might be some kind of interesting advertising or something. Nope. Okay. I've already been through all this stuff. So... sell that for like $1. And I was wondering if I can use that to put stuff in, because it's got wheels on it, and then I could wheel it for my scrap area. So I've got the room. I'll go ahead and take that. I know people are gonna yell at me that these are super dangerous, but all right. We'll go ahead, turn that upside down. Leave that there. Okay, time to clean up my mess. And that's it for the night. All right, so this is what the back of the truck looks like. These filters, I'm gonna see if I can't smash those down some way. They take up a lot of space in the back here, but a couple of things I picked up just for me to maybe use around the scrap area, stuff like this I'll try to sell. But so that's all the metal that I grabbed, and yeah, so I'm gonna sort through this, try to make it so that I can fit a bunch of scrap inside of this stuff so I can take it to the scrap yard. Obviously got more than one trip to take, but I'll do that over the next couple of days. So this is what I ended up with. Big piece of ductwork there. All of these actually are sort of being crushed down, so it makes some space, probably cuts it in half, so it's going to be a lot more manageable. The case there I'm going to let dry out. The garage door I'll take. Another piece that I got last night, and then that's just miscellaneous goods, wire, a little bit of copper, stuff like that in there, and all the rest of the shred that I got. So it's pretty much just a shred night, but that's all I was going for, because I do need to take a couple of loads in. I can't film the unloads anymore because they constantly have somebody there watching, and they don't like people filming for whatever reason. But I guess enough people were dumping hazmat stuff and wood and all sorts of garbage and debris, so now they have somebody watching every move, which isn't a problem. They never give me an issue for what I dump, because I only dump stuff that they can recycle. But yeah, they don't like cameras during the operation, so can no longer film that. So anyway, that is it. I've got a lot of work to do to get this thing filled up and head out of here. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you later.